Alright everybody, and welcome back to Quest for Glory 4 Shadows of the Darkness. When last we left off, well, we had learned quite a bit of stuff about what's been going on here in Mordavia. Apparently Tanya is living in the castle now. She's been turned into a vampire. We heard about the destiny spell, which you can use to use the Staff of Irana to transfer the life force of one person into another, and we might be able to bring Tanya back from the dead. But who would we possibly find to sacrifice themselves for her, and would she even want to go back? Well, guess we'll have to figure that out as we go along here. In the meantime, though, we do have some other business here in scenic Mordavia to attend to. There's Punnybones the Gnome and Baba Yaga. So let's go have a little chat with her if we can. We found this snazzy hat, and I clicked on the wrong button. We found this snazzy hat here that Bonehead might like, might make him look, you know, give him that pizzazz that he wanted. So he might let us in now, who knows. If nothing else, will keep the sun out of his eyes. I'm going the wrong way through this wonderful scenic forest here. You know, hero's business is all kinds of stuff. That includes helping out gnomes that were never really that funny to begin with. Oh god, it's a wyvern. Oh, don't poison me! Just stand right there. Ugh. Okay. It's fine, he forgot how to attack. We're good. All's good in the neighborhood. Let's move on. Move on down here. We've come back to our magical bush, and we just use our yonder trigger spell on it and make it go away. This problem goes away with one pull of the trigger. Moving right along with our lives. Hey, Bonehead, how's it going?
Have you got an excuse for being here, or have you just come to keep me company, or what?
I just love your charming face. You like this here hat? It's awful snazzy.
Eh, not bad at all. I can tell by the reflections in your eyes that it gives me character, makes me look mysterious and handsome. Hey, all right, you guys, this guy is okay by me. You can let him through.
I don't know if I'd go so far as to say it gives you character, but whatever. Well, let's wander on over to this yonder hut here.
It doesn't like you very much, I guess. Probably blames you for having to fly all the way from Spielberg. Maybe you could find something to win the bird-brained hut over and calm it down.
Well, will you talk to me?
It doesn't say much.
I suppose not. Well, it does have chicken legs, and chickens eat corn, so we're gonna try that. It eats it right up the butt. Alright, well. Let's hope our meeting with Baba Yaga goes better than the last time. Don't very much feel like being thrown into a pot of stew.
A strangely familiar, scratchy voice shouts, "Now!"
That's probably not good. Oh god, I'm wet.
Spirits of the frigid north, spin the water, draw it forth. Frosty spirits, summon twice, turn the water into ice.
You find yourself trapped in ice.
I have cold feet.
Come for a little visit, are we? A little chat, perhaps?
Something like that.
We remembered the last time you came for a little visit, don't we, kids?
To be fair, you turned me into a frog, and we're going to do it again.
You turned me into a frog, didn't you, ha? Thought I wouldn't remember you. You thought to yourself, let's just visit Baba Yaga and see what we can turn her into today. Well, you thought wrong, kiddo. Well, now you're here and all trapped like a fly in a web. Just looking at you reminds me of lunch. So, what'll it be, kids? Hero sandwiches or hero on the half-shell? Seeing as he is already frozen, we could just settle for a little ice cream sundae with whipped cream and nuts.
No, not my nuts. That's going too far.
Oh, good. We'll just skip the main course and go straight to dessert. Any last words from the soon-to-be supper?
How about Sonic? Well, we came here for the gnome, so Let's tell her about the gnome. Maybe she'll grow some compassion in her frigid heart. Ah, who am I kidding? We're fucked.
You tell about Mr. Bones the gnome, and the reason you came here.
So, you come here to help the jester get back his jokes, huh? How fitting. He made a fool out of me because you made a frog out of me. And
Again?
now I'll make food out of thee.
Again,
Just desserts.
it was
after
kind
all.
of your fault. Because you're mean.
So now we can all have our favorite treat to eat. Isn't that right, kids? You'd rather have pie. What? Pie? Oh, elderberry pie. It's true we haven't had that for a long while. But I can't very well make one now. I don't have any of the ingredients. Oh, poo. Now that you mention it, I'd really like some elderberry pie. With or without ice cream?
Without. Definitely without.
You're right. He did bring us a mandrake, didn't he? And it made such a lovely mousse. Very well. But it means no ice cream for now. So, Mr. Tender Morsel, I'll give you another chance. Bring me some fresh elderberry pie, and I won't have you for dessert. Agreed? Good.
Okay.
Vigorously, you nod your head in agreement.
Good. Bring us some fresh elderberry pie, or we'll just settle for Adam's apple pie and minced meat instead.
You really want my dick, don't you? And not in a good way.
We'll recycle this ice around this fool for iced knee later. Hero lout now. Get out.
You know, it's funny she doesn't like punny bones. They both have the same sense of humor.
Well, what have we here? Back in one piece? I sure never expected to see you outside of a quiche again.
Well, we've been promoted to chefs once again. I don't really know how to make an elderberry pie, though. What about you, Bonehead? Can you help us out any? What do you know about elderberry pie?
She didn't give you the recipe. All right, let's see. You'll need a pie pan for starch.
Okay, we got
You'll
that.
need bone meal for a crust, goo
Well, we
for
got goo.
flavoring, and elderberry berries, of course.
Okay, well, it's a start. Where can I get elderberry berries?
You'll need to pick them right off the elderberry bush. Careful or you'll make it cry. There's nothing worse than elderberry wines.
I swear to Jesus, everyone in this game. What about bone meal? We got some bones. They're not made into a meal, though.
Well, it won't be on the shelf with the flour and cornmeal. You'll probably need to make it yourself. Get some bones and grind them. Hey, don't look at me like that. You know, Baba wouldn't like it if you used bones she knows personally, but a bone meal, if you know what I mean.
I get you. We're cool. Well, where is this elderberry bush? I think I know what you're talking about, but maybe you can give me some pointers anyway, so to speak. I mean, you don't really point at much these days, now do you? Do you? Okay, fine. Anyway, elderberry bush.
I don't know much about it. I don't get around much after all. I think it's a mean green to the northwest. Hey, careful around it. If you destroy it, you'll make Baba very displeased with you. On the other hand, it could destroy you.
You know, I don't think she's that pleased with me as it is. How is old Baba Yaga?
Boy, I can't believe she didn't eat you. I guess the sweet tooth is bothering her again. Fortunately for you, she didn't get a yearning for sweet breads instead.
Well, you've been a great help. Well, as it turns out, we already have some bones here, and there's this giant mortar right over here, so let's go ahead and toss these bones inside of it.
You put the bones into the huge mortar. Now what?
And we can grind them up here.
You work the pestle back and forth in the mortar. It's hard work, But after a while you manage to grind the bones into a fine bone meal with almost the consistency of flour.
Yeah, we're awesome. Alright, so, guess we need something to put it in. We can just put it in ye flask here.
You fill the flask with powdery bone meal from the mortar.
Alright, well, that's a start. So we got bone meal, we have our goo, and we have our pie pan. We don't have any berries, though. I think I know the bush she's talking about, or Bonehead's talking about, rather. So, let's go have a little look-see and see what we can find. What trouble we can get into in yonder forest over here. I swear, I end up doing some of the weirdest shit in this hero business, let me tell you. More wyverns! Oh god. They forget how to attack when they get up close, thankfully, so we don't get poisoned. All in all, no complaints. They don't have any loot, by the way. I think I've looted one of their corpses before. They don't have anything. Nothing of any use to adventurers like us. And we just head down here. Alright, so I believe we've seen this bush before in a much earlier episode. It's a rather strange looking bush, but shouldn't be a problem. Let's just walk over and pick some of the berries off of it.
That's not a great idea. The bush would start with the hand you offer it, then eat the rest of you as well.
Aw, man, don't look that bad. Oh god, it's alive. Okay, well, yes, the bush attacked me. Well, fortunately, it didn't get a grab at me, so we're good. Now, there's several ways you can get the berries off this bush here. The one way I'm going to do it, we're going to use one of our items here. We're going to use this rubber chicken, and we're going to put it on yonder ground here, so it thinks, tasty rubber, I'm going to go eat it. And it does so. There's no reason why I did that other than I just wanted to use the item. Hit it with a force bolt.
You've managed to knock a branch with some berries loose from the bush.
Yeah. And that's just because I don't like you. You're mean. And because we're powerful wizards, we're gonna fetch it.
You retrieve the berries from the loose branch and store them carefully in a pocket of your pack.
Alright. Well, we can go ahead and assemble yonder pie here. We just put our berries in. You toss the elderberries into the pie tin. Okay, we'll pour in our goo for the filling. You know, you can't have the berries just in there by themselves, you know. It might taste good. After interminable minutes, the last of the gooey goo splurches into the pie pan. You rub the slimy flask clean and put it away. And we'll top it with our bone meal crust here. You pour the bone meal into the pie tin, then you put the empty flask back into your pack. Alright. So we have our pie pan, just filled with sticky red assemblage of poisonous elderberry berries. The pie pan has been thoroughly greased with goo, and ground up human bones make up the flour in the pan. Yes, quite nice, quite dreadful. We probably assembled that in the most back-asswards way possible, but whatever. Don't matter, she'll take it. She'll take it how I give it. I'm not a chef. Do I look like a chef? I didn't go to chef school, I went to wizard school. Anyway, let's see if old Bonehead approves. Yoink. Hey Bonehead, does this look right to you?
So, did you get it? Show me. I won't let you in without
I'm working on it.
Looking good. Now show it to the head skull over there and get out of the way fast if you don't want to add rump roast to the Baba's menu for the night.
Yeah, she probably would eat my ass, literally. Anywho, well, I don't trust Baba Yaga, and you shouldn't either. So I'm gonna cast this reversal spell on myself in case she has any magical trickery up her sleeve.
You cast the reversal spell.
Alright, and I guess we can go ahead and cook this pie here.
The skulls appear to have stopped flashing their lasers. You pick up the pie. It's been cooked to a delicate golden brown.
It almost looks good.
Hey, bird legs! Squat!
Oh, so you could have just told it to squat in the first place.
You quickly step out from under the trap. A moment later, you hear the voice of Baba Yaga.
Not very trusting, is he, kids? Good. It's not like I trust him. Floor quick, make him stick.
You find your shoes stuck to the floor.
Damn shoes betrayed me!
Spirits of the swamp and mire, aid me in what I desire. Creatures of the mist, beings of the fog, turn this human into a cute hedgehog.
Yeah, we had a deal.
What? You have some sort of protection spell going? Didn't help your feet, did it? I guess we'll just have to settle for man-witches again.
That is copyright infringement, thank you very much.
Oh, that's right. You were supposed to bring me something, weren't you? You must have it. Bone for brains wouldn't have let you in otherwise. So, now my dining delight, do you have what I asked for?
Indeed-a-do, indeed-a-do. I got your elderberry pie here made up nice and fancy, fresh to order. Don't kill me.
That smells delicious, just the way we like it, fresh from the fire. So, let me think. How should I reward you for such a lovely pie? Well, Kitty, should we just fry him now? Or for an entree, have green spleen casserole with roast leg of man?
I've killed a demon wizard, you know.
Oh, all right. I suppose he did do us a favor. It wouldn't be polite to eat him now. Besides, he may be useful in the future. So what is it that you want as a reward for your lovely pie?
You know, I'm noticing her pets are constantly speaking in our behalf. I'm going to ask her a couple questions, but if you talk to her too much, she'll get impatient with you and kill you, and that is bad. Because we wouldn't make very good heroes if we're in a hero stew. Let's go ahead and make another little save here. So, see if she knows anything about what's going on here in Mordavia.
Let me see. What do I know? The castle has got some very interesting inhabitants right now.
So it seems.
You should visit them sometime when you want an adventure.
Oh, I've been. It's quite fascinating, really. Well, she doesn't have anything else to say about that, so, let's see what we can ask for. We can say goodbye, which we don't want to do that. We can tell about the gnome's humor, we have a magic spell, and we can ask for something different. We will end up doing all three of these. But we came here for Mr. Bones, so let's go ahead and ask about Mr. Bones' humor.
You tell about the gnome and how he wants his humor back.
Humor, is it? You want a sense of humor. I'm not sure the gnome really had a sense of humor, making fun of poor old ogresses.
You know, I'm not sure he ever had one either.
All right. Take this good humor bar and give it to the gnome. I suppose there is nothing more pathetic than a gnome who can't tell a joke.
You take the good humor bar and put it away.
Yes, they went there. It's really a good humor bar. You know, like the brand. Anyways.
You've got what you wanted, and I've got what we wanted. Tasty treat, now retreat.
Now hold on, we're just getting to know one another.
Well, I guess she liked the pie, or you would have taken its place.
You know, I get the feeling you and Igor would get along pretty well. Anyways, so we have...
Your reversal spell is wearing thin.
Thank you, John. So we have this good humor bar here. Let's have a little taste of it.
You sneak a tiny taste of the good humor bar. It tastes kind of funny.
Okay, so we're going to visit her 2 more times because there's 2 more things we need from her. Now, whenever you visit Baba Yaga, you want to make sure to have a gift for her of some kind. She likes things to eat, but she doesn't like, you know, normal things to eat. You can't give her candy or an avocado sandwich thingy here. But you can give her grugu and you can give her bones. Not those kind of bones. We don't have that kind of relationship. So, we're going to just waltz right on back into her house and say,
Your reversal
You said that already. We're going to say,
Baba Yaga
hello.
speaks out.
That's so true. Glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
It's beginning to be habit by now.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero.
No, there's not. We don't make with the hero eating around these here pots, okay? So, I did bring you some Groo Goo.
Well, it is true that Groo Goo makes a lovely sauce for ice cream sundae.
You know, on second thought, this might not be such a good idea.
So what do you want for this, Cookie?
Well, you know, I'm always in the market for some new magic, so why don't you tell me about some spells?
You ask for a magical spell.
Magic. Let me think. What have I got that won't let you get me? I suppose you want something other than the spell to cause warts.
Well, preferably yes.
You nod your head.
Oh, all right. Here's a spell scroll to teach you the hide spell. I use it all the time, as you can plainly see.
Or not.
You read the scroll. As it vanishes, the spell remains in your memory.
Alrighty then. Well, time to be going.
Hero near, out I hear.
Bink. Bink.
Can I help you out? Which way did you come in?
Alright, so we just learned the hide spell. That vanishes you and allows you to avoid encounters with monsters. You never need this spell, per se. But you can't complete the game if you don't have it, funny enough. You have to get it, but you never need to use it. Anyways, let's hop on back in there one more time.
Baba Yaga.
And she
find
just
your-
says the same things.
Oh, back
Yeah,
so
she just
soon.
says exactly the same stuff, apparently. Well, I brought you some bones.
I could use these to make a good bone soup. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
Well, as you saw, the menu item had changed. We can now just ask for the Dark One ritual. And if you guys remember, way back in, I think, episode 1 or 2 or somewhere around there, we actually found that one of the Dark One rituals was hidden in the Hangman's Tree. And the tree is here, but there was no ritual around, so Baba Yaga must have it. And frankly, I don't know that I want her to have it. She seems like a dangerous kind of person.
You ask Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the Hangman's Tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know.
Kind of my
Using the
job.
ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world.
Powerful wizard, you say?
You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it.
Oh.
Still, you want it, you got it.
You put the ritual away in your pack.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Baba Yaga. We're never coming back to see you again.
Hero near, out I hear.
Alright, we're actually getting kind of
back-
close to wrapping up this game here. So, if you recall, we did have, the Lishi asked us about the elderberry bush, but we didn't know the answer, so we couldn't give that answer. So, let's make our way back to the Lishi here and answer his riddle. Oh, we got a monster. Oh, it's a bunny. It's a bunny. The thing is, you can't actually hit these guys with your spells. They'll just sail right over his head. Which is mildly annoying. Mildly. Alright, let's head on up this way, yeah? And make our way over to the Lishi. How you doing, man? You know, you can just show your face. You know, we don't need to play these games. Frankly, they're a little bit silly. I guess that's the point. I mean, you're kind of a silly guy. And everyone else in this place is so glum, so I guess I should be happy to see someone who's, serious, or silly, you know? Someone who makes you happy.
10 and 12 make 22. This killer plant will crawl
You know you
to
got a bird in your head, right?
Hungry, hunting, seeking food. A berry bush with an attitude?
Well, I think we know what that is. That's going to be the elderberry bush.
Close riddles. 3, 2, 1. Next one, and my riddling's done.
Okay, so we got one more riddle. I guess we can go ahead and do that old video game trick and leave the screen and come back. Oh, Christ, not this again. Not this again, man. Too soon. Alright, well. I swear to Jesus. I swear to Jesus. Okay, I've heard enough. That's enough of that shit. Nope, not even once. There you go.
Oops! Hi there!
Hello. Oh my god, you're tiny.
9 and 8 make 17. Watch out for the fairy queen. Cloaked by magic, pale of cheek. What is it that the fairies seek?
You know, we don't really know what they seek. We only saw them that once when they poisoned us with the well. Well, let's make a wild guess, shall we?
You come up with a wild guess. That would be a killer rabbit.
Fuzzy bunny, soft and furry. That's a really crazy guess. Find the answer in a hurry if you want to have success.
Alright, well, I guess we need to check back in with the Fairy Queen. We saw them out in front of the, Irana's garden the first time, but they haven't shown back up, so maybe we need to check there at night sometime, see if they've, shown their ugly faces anymore. In the meantime, we do have this, good humor bar that will supposedly fix our friend Punnybone, so let's hop on back to him and, see if he likes it.
You do
if it
not
helps.
need to go looking for trouble. It will always find you. Please take care.
I will, my friend, I will. We'll be careful. Well, actually, we won't, but we'll be fine. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your head. Alright. Let's knock on yonder door here.
A voice from behind.
Yeah. You're always sorry. I'm sorry, too.
Did I tell you about the time there was this guy walking into an inn with this big necrotor following him? He goes up to the innkeeper and asks for some stew to eat. The innkeeper looks nervously at the necrotor and asks the man what his pet will eat. And the guy replies, anyone he wants. Not bad, eh?
Kill me.
You hand the gnome the good humor bar.
What's this? You trying the old hot pepper bar on me? Hey, I'm the professional, kid. Don't try this at home. Not on a gnome, anyway. Hey, it looks good, though.
He eats the good humor bar.
Not bad. Pretty good, actually. Hey, I feel funny. I mean, really funny. What was that thing?
You tell the gnome about Baba Yaga and the good humor bar.
Thanks, pal. Guess this yuck's on me. This jester just can't thank you too much. You're my hero, Nero. My main man, Stan.
I see. Well, we went through a lot of trouble to get you this good humor bar.
So you got by with a pie, aye? My. Always knew the way to Baba's heart was through her stomach. Probably someone she ate. You know what they say about cannibals? Always having a few friends over for dinner.
Are you supposed to be funny now? Because you're still kind of not. Anyways. So what are your plans, man?
Well, now that I'm back in the funny business, it's one more show and I'm back on the road. I'm going to show these yokels that he who laughs last just didn't get it.
Alright, well, I guess he's going to be doing another show tonight. So, we'll have to attend.
Before you blow, Joe,
I'm
I
not
figure
blowing,
I
Joe.
owe you one. I'm going to let you in on a secret only we gnomes know. I'm going to tell you the ultimate joke.
Oh?
Don't wince, Vince. This is straight, mate. You tell this one, and whoever hears it is gonna laugh. Really laugh. Can't help it, can't stop it kind of laugh. Only works once, and should only be used in last resorts, Mort. It's the last laugh, so to speak. The best jest to the west. Yours for the telling.
The gnome tells you a rather silly joke. You find yourself laughing despite yourself.
See what I mean, Gene? Tell this joke to a big bad dude that's out to do you in, then exit while he's laughing. Use it or lose it. Bye-bye, birdie!
You know, funny enough, we actually will need that at some point in this game. So that's why you have to help the gnome. That and it's just the heroic thing to do. Even though he's annoying as hell, gotta help him, you know. That's what heroes do. We help everybody. Even Igor. Isn't that right, Igor? Bye. So we're gonna kill a little bit of time until this afternoon. Or what time is it? It is noon, so we're gonna exercise a little bit. We're gonna do our heroic exercising in
You
here.
pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the basket.
Let's rest until we got full stamina. So I'm gonna cheese this just a little bit. We're actually gonna wait until the stamina bar is down and rest while we're on it. I don't know if this actually does anything, but it makes the animation last a really long time. It feels like it's doing something, damn it. Also, this is a great way to pass time.
After some rest,
What time is it? It is nighttime.
there's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day.
Alright, so, what do our stats even look like at this point? We've got a 320 strength, so we've only made 20 points in strength this entire game. Our intelligence and magic have gone up pretty well, though. Probably from all that fireball spam. Speaking of fireball spam, what's our fireball looking at these days? 380, we've almost maxed out fireball in this game. So that's cool. We won't really need it in the next game at all, though, so I guess there's that. Oh well. The next game does change up things quite a bit as far as the game mechanics, so just keep that in mind, I suppose. Let's hop on in yonder inn here,
You hear movement.
and they let us in, because that's what they do. He's back!
So you're back. No, it's your front. Take a seat. No, take 2. They're small. I got a joke just for you, so don't look so sheepish.
Kill me. Well, let's have ourselves a seat here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all you others. I'd like to say how glad I am to be here. I'd like to say it. Seriously, folks, staying at the Hotel Mordavia has been like staying at a resort. A last resort. My room is so small, the mice are hunchbacked. I couldn't even complain about the room service. There wasn't any to complain about. And the innkeeper's wife really went out of her way to make me feel at home. She ignored me completely. I wasn't feeling well, so I went out to visit the local doctor. You know, Dr. Cranium. He's the guy with the 3 pairs of glasses, one for nearsightedness, one for farsightedness, and one to look for the other 2. I said to the doctor, my heart keeps making a strange noise. It keeps going tick, tick, tick. Aha, said Dr. Cranium. We have ways of making you talk. Next, I went to visit the local store. If you don't know what's up, then you haven't seen their prices lately. And the shopkeeper, what a gossip. She suffers from acute indiscretion. I dislike repeating gossip, but what else can you do with it? And boy, oh boy, the monsters in this place. If I ever come face to face with a revenant, I know what steps I'd take. Long ones. What would I do if ever I saw a necrotor? Hope it didn't see me. Actually, folks, I'm up here for a good reason. A jester's ambition is to be healthy, wealthy, and wisecracking. If it weren't for my friend the hero over there, I couldn't make a hyena laugh. So, when you've lost your wit, broken your funny bone, and none of your puns are fun, it helps to have a hero handy.
Yay!
You know, that reminds me very little of the story about the gravedigger who was so bored, he buried himself in his work.
Get it?
You know, I could tell you some more jokes, but you'd only laugh at them. So long and be good. If you can't be good, then be careful.
The gnome takes a deep bow and gets down off the stage. That's funny, you always thought he got down off a duck. Ha! The townspeople explode into spontaneous applause.
Doesn't take much around these
Keep
parts.
smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. So, was that funny, or are you just keeping your mouth shut?
Let's see, what can we say? We can say goodbye. We don't want to do that. So, Yuri, you enjoy having the gnome around?
The gnome was very odd and said very strange things. Yet Mr. Bones was very funny this time, and I enjoyed listening to him.
He was moderately funny, let's be fair. So we gotta go to the real stars of the game. What do you guys think? You like that gnome?
You know, he wasn't such a bad person once you got to know him.
Yeah, except for that drooling problem, we'd welcome him in Moldavia if he ever came back.
I still wouldn't let him marry my daughter, though.
You don't have a daughter.
Well, that might constitute a major obstacle to marrying her.
So how are you guys doing this afternoon? You all happy? Enjoying your beers?
Gentlemen, I was dangerously close to being amused this evening.
I'll tell you, I had a great time, a great time!
Laughed so hard I almost lost my lunch.
What'd you think of the performance, at least?
Now that was an evening of, thank goodness, rare entertainment.
I was okay. I laughed till I stopped.
I'm telling you guys, it was boffo. I even got some of the jokes.
Alright, well. Anything we can say to Mr. Bones? Is this the same thing as before? What are you planning to do?
In another minute, I'm gonna say my bye-bye and fly. I'm going south for the winter, down where the nights are balmy, and so am I. Heading for Silmaria, land of winter waterland, where there's no snow nor cold wind to blow. Up here, the winter is so cold, even the wind howls about it.
Alright, well, it's nighttime. We're gonna go see what those fairies want. I guess we'll be saying goodbye then. Take care. Please never come back.
You've never seen so many locked.
It is very dangerous.
Yeah, he opens the door for you.
Well, it's so long, it's been nice to know you. I like you. I have no taste, but I like you. If you ever make it to Silmaria, look me up. I never forget a friend, especially if he owes me money. But seeing as how it's me that owes you one, I'd better get while the going's good. See ya, and don't take any wooden kopecks. So, everyone, I'll leave you with this story. A man runs up to his doctor and says, "Doc, you gotta help me. I keep thinking I'm a goat." The doctor asked, "How long have you had this delusion?" The guy replied, "Ever since I was a kid." That just goes to show you I'm one bad dude. It's been sheer pleasure here, but
Oh,
I'm gonna
Christ,
take it on
help
a
me.
lamb and just bleed it. Be seeing you.
Okay, we've escaped that. We never have to see him ever again. Life is good. Let's make our way out of the town here. And back
Massive-
over the walls. You know, now that I think about it, I think that's the first time we've ever left the inn at night while there were people in there, so I kind of skipped that dialogue. Ah well, I'm sure you guys won't mind too much. So there's a couple things I want to do while we're out here exploring. One of them is I want to fight this last
You
wraith
feel
here.
a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest. as
I'm
if
pretty sure this is the last wraith we have to fight. Let's go ahead and cast our aura
You can't-
spell, and we'll cast our reversal spell, even though I don't think that does anything to help us. And we're gonna blast him with our fireballs. Shabams. What was that game where you had to do the gestures? And it would be like, fireball. Am I thinking of Black and White?
the wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to
I know in
regain
Arx
some-
Fatalis you had to cast your spells by drawing runes in the air. It was kind of interesting, but they didn't say fireball. Anyhow, let's loot yonder barrow here.
The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive. You find a dagger, 38 gold crowns, 75 kopecks, and a few old bones.
Alright, we got some more old bones if we ever need to visit Baba Yaga again, which we don't. So that's cool. And we got some more money. We're loaded right now anyway. We got 295 kopek or crowns. We're pretty rich. So let's see if I can remember where I'm at here. Okay, I know where we're at. Over here is gonna be where the Leashy's at, or well, where he's at during the day. Can we hide from the Chernovi? I don't think this works on them actually.
Your aura has evaporated.
Yep, it does actually. So that's what we can do whenever we run into random encounters now. Just cast the hide spell and you're good to go. Alright, let's make our way back towards Arana's garden here. Just one screen over. Oh, well, that's different.
A glowing magical star floats above the clearing.
I see. Well, is it magical?
You are definitely feeling something magical in this glade, but you can't seem to pinpoint the source.
I see. Well, so you can just run up there and try to grab the staff, but I find this to be much more amusing. Krisha told us in the last game to never cast trigger on a staff, and I feel like watching some fireworks. I don't know about you guys. I'm actually recording this a couple days before July the 4th, though it'll be much later than that when this actually gets put on the internet, but still. We're gonna have some fireworks. Shabams!
Your reversal spell.
You are a very foolish creature. You must never use that spell on a true magical staff. You could easily have been destroyed that way. Fortunately, this one is just a spell.
I'm getting lectured.
You have been tempted by a mere illusion, but there is a true staff in Mordavia, the Staff of Irana. Before the staff may be claimed, there must be a sacrifice made. One life for that of another. You must bring about that sacrifice. Once you have completed the sacrifice, you will need to perform the ritual of release, which you can use to free the staff from its confinement. I will teach you this ritual. In return, you must come back here when you have Irana's staff.
But I don't want to give you a
You are suddenly
staff.
filled with the knowledge of the ritual of release, a spell of breaking magical bonds.
Alright, and we just got this new spell, the Ritual of Release, that you can level up the spell skill of for some reason. Alright, I don't know how long I've been recording. I know this probably hasn't been as long
Your
as
reversal spell has
interrupt
worn
me,
off.
why fucking don't ya? This hasn't been as long as the typical video, but we're about to get into some of the heavier story in the game, and I want to have that have its own video and not be part of Punny Bones. Punny Bones is decidedly very silly, as the name implies. The rest of the story, not so much. So, I'm gonna go ahead and save that for another video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoying yourselves. Take care of yourselves, guys.